Hi, this is JTony again with some more thoughts. The last few videos I've been talking about some specific ways that the right uses to try to make you feel bad for doing good things. Good things they don't really want you to do for various reasons. Today I'm going to tell you a little bit about why they do that and how they do that. One of the ways that they do that is through willful ignorance. Willful ignorance, of course, is where you basically pretend to be stupid about a particular subject, about a particular item, and you don't acknowledge that there's any other truth to it. I'm sure you've had times where you're arguing with someone, either online or in person, and you spend 15 minutes explaining to them your position. They then tell you why your position's wrong. You spend another 15 minutes explaining how your position relates to what they've just said, and they come back and say the same thing again and again and again. I had a discussion this week with a woman about why wearing masks was bad. She didn't want to wear a mask. She kept talking about why wearing a mask was bad, and kept talking about specifically asking the question why they didn't have us wearing masks from the beginning. That they should have had us wearing masks from the beginning, and why didn't they? And so if they weren't okay then why are they okay now? And I explained it to her many times in the conversation, and others explained it to her too, and she refused to understand it. She refused to get it. And of course, I just ended up getting tired of the conversation and blocked her because I didn't really ever want to hear her again. That's willful ignorance. That's just not listening to what the other person is saying and sticking to your own talking points. The biggest one lately is all lives matter. Anytime anyone says all lives matter, what I've been comparing it to is a 4-year-old closing their eyes and plugging their ears and saying, la 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 la, I can't hear you, I can't hear you. Whenever they say all lives matter, that's what they're doing. Because you know that they know exactly what Black Lives Matter means. They know exactly what it means. They know exactly that it has nothing to do with putting one set of people above another. It's about doing the opposite. It's about bringing one set of people who's been pushed down back up to equal level, equity. Instead, what they do is they hear the term that the left is going to make, this time Black Lives Matter, and they receive it, and they figure out how to twist it into something the opposite of what it actually was, and use that to come up with their own term. And they do it over and over and over again. Sometimes there's no term involved. For instance, defund the police is another one that's going around. They have been told over and over again what defund the police means. They keep trying to put fear in people over what they want it to mean because they don't want to deal with it. They want everyone to be afraid of it. So they turn it into something different. Defund the police does not mean get rid of the police. We all know that. Abolish the police means get rid of the police, but it also means finding other ways to do that policing that will be more helpful to the community. When they do these things, when they say these things, we have to call them out on not just re-explaining our position, because they'll just come back with it again and again and again. We have to call them out on the fact that they're being willfully ignorant, that we've already explained it to them, and they know exactly what it means. Every time I posted the willful child with the finger stuck in their ears thing to people when they've said all lives matter, I've posted that several times. They don't come back with that. I haven't had one person come back and say anything about that statement. Because in there I tell them flat out, you know exactly what it means. And this is just petty crap that you're throwing in here to try to make it look bad. When you're ready to talk for real, I'm happy to. But until then, forget it. Another one, which is about willful ignorance as well, is when they talk about people coming out as socialists. Oh my God, the socialists are going to take everything over. The socialists are going to, they're going to turn the country socialist. And what I've said every single time is that the people who are saying that wouldn't know a socialist if they bit them on the ass. They don't know what socialism means. And if you challenge them on it, they can't tell you. They can't tell you what socialism means. Call them on it. Don't just call them on the details of the subject. Call them on the fact that they are willfully trying to ignore the situation and not engage and lie. So that's my thing for today. Again, just look around and watch for that willful ignorance. You'll see it from the top, from Trump all the way down to the people you'll see on Facebook. And I know it feels like it's a waste of time to call people on that, on Facebook in particular, or other places like that, in stores or whatever, out in public. It's important to call people on it. Particularly important for white people to call white people on it. We need to police ourselves in this case. And we're not doing a great job of it. Every time you say something to that person, for instance, the kid with the fingers in their ears, every time I've posted that, I've gotten at least half a dozen likes or more. So that person that I was talking to about them saying all lives matter isn't the only one in the audience. There's more people out there. And if 5 people or 6 people like it, that means it's at least been seen by 3 or 4 times that many. Still not a lot, but it spreads. It spreads. And that's what it's about. It's about spreading the idea of real discussion with people, as opposed to their fake discussion, their decision to not acknowledge what's really happening. All right, that's it for today. Thank you very much. I hope you have a wonderful day tomorrow, and thanks a lot. Take care. Bye.